This time of year is always an enjoyable time for people who love working in the backyard as well as people who love to garden. And we're talking about that because this time of year is also a time when you can find some farmers markets. That's part of tonight's KX conversation, where there is one nearby coming up. I'm joined now by two hardworking ladies from Tractor Supply in Harvey, including Cindy. You two, thanks so much for being here.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having us.
So
first of all,
yeah, go ahead. So basically,
say,
this is busy time of year, busy summer, heading into the fall. So, I mean, the time is ripe, literally. Tell us about this market coming up.
Okay, so first of all, we'd really like to say thank you to KX News for giving us this great opportunity to publicize Harvey's upcoming farmers market. And then also to let everybody know, this is just not in Harvey. This is a national farmers market event taking place in over 2,200 plus TSC stores. So it's not just Harvey. So if Harvey's a little bit too far for you to drive, you can always go to your local store, and every Tractor Supply will be hosting a farmers market this weekend.
So it's always sort of kind of counting on some nice weather, which we have certainly enjoyed for the month of September so far. What have you been hearing so far? Even both Cindy and Amber, some of the feedback from some of the neighbors. Are a lot of people eager to show up and start selling some of their goods? I mean, depending on what's worked out well in the garden so far.
Absolutely. Well, we do have a local farmers market, and they have that every weekend. Tractor Supply normally has one every spring and every fall. We have been very fortunate to have anywhere between 12 to up to 24 vendors. Now, Amber's been gradually taking over and organizing all the farmers market. And so I think she's got coordinated up to 12 to 14 vendors. Is that correct, Amber?
Correct.
And
do you want to tell them what we have about some of the things that we'll be offering at the farmers market?
Sure. One of the nice things is, since fall is here, we see a lot of people who are coming in for the fall harvest, like your apples, pumpkins, and corn, or your seasonal decor, with Halloween and Thanksgiving being just around the corner. It's also nice to start thinking about winterizing. Unfortunately, we all know that time of year is coming, and folks are going to start coming in looking for their new winter gear to replace anything that's worn out from the last season, or starting to resupply any of their important winter needs. We are all set up with snow blowers and all of your winter outer gear, your boots, whatever we need. The one nice thing about the farmers market is our vendors. We have several different vendors, whether it's local produce, homemade goods, jams, jellies. And we also have a food truck for lunch, and we're going to have special activities for kids and giveaways throughout the day.
And some of that,
so there'll be lots of crafting ideas, lots of crafts for the kids to do as well. But it's not just the Harvey. We have a lot of surrounding towns that come to join our craft fair as well, the market.
So if you can, remind us again, you mentioned this weekend, but is this a one-day deal? Give us some times here, just so I know a lot of people don't want to miss this. If they're willing to take a little drive and find out what's some of the goods up for sale, remind us again on when this is happening.
Sure. The date is Saturday, this coming Saturday, September 28th, from 8 to noon. And like I said, it's not just at the Harvey Tractor Supply. There'll be one at every Tractor Supply this upcoming weekend.
My guests once again are Cindy and Amber, joining us from Tractor Supply, talking about this weekend. Of course, just like any sale on the weekend, get there early because you run the risk of having items picked over depending what you're shopping around for. Cindy and Amber, want to thank you guys so much again for taking the time.
Thank you so much for having us.